What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the VetRise Podcast. I am feeling so pumped up right now. So I just finished a workout, and what kept coming up for me during the workout is realizing that there's nothing wrong with sharing your journey, whether it's fitness, whether it's a mindset journey, whether it's you are working on your overall health. Like whatever journey you are on, there's nothing wrong with sharing it. But I want to be clear. I want to talk about something today specifically. You are not sharing to shame anyone. You are not sharing to prove anything to anyone. You are not even sharing because you want to document your journey for others. It has to be for you. It has to be for you. So today, I want to point out the fact that when you share, when you talk about the journey that you are on, it is for you. You are not there trying to make anybody else feel bad. You are not there to shame. You are not there to gloat. You are not there to show off. It has to be for you. And how do you make sure that your documentation, your sharing of posts or stories or pictures or whatever it is, the before and after, the fact that you are at the gym, the fact that you are eating healthier, how do you make sure that it comes from a place of pride and not from arrogance? Well, you don't look at the likes, you don't look at the shares, you don't look at the comments, you reply back, sure, but you don't get butthurt when people don't post or share or like your stuff. And if you don't make a habit of looking back and seeing how many people are watching, how many people are viewing your story, how many people are liking your posts or your reels, then there is nothing to look back on to reflect of whether or not people are on your journey with you. You are on your own journey. You have to be on your own journey. It is a silent, quiet, and professional one. Because when you are on your journey and you are not worried about whether other people are cheering you on, are pushing you, are motivating you, are inspiring you, then it is for you. And you have nothing to prove to anybody. It's not about proving other people wrong. You are not doing this because somebody told you way back when that you were going to be a fat ass forever. You are not doing this because way back when your friends told you that you couldn't do it. It's about proving yourself right. You cannot use other people's resentment, anger, words as motivation. You cannot be there trying to show something to someone else. It has to be for you. Because when you do that, when you use other people's words as motivation, eventually it's going to die down. And then what do you have left? You are letting them win when they live in your head rent free. Your vengeance, your revenge, your comeback story has to be so big that everything else shrinks into irrelevance. It doesn't matter. I heard Alex Hormozy say that once, and he talks about the fact that the best revenge is just undeniable success. That you make everybody else's opinion of you shrink into irrelevance. You don't even think about it anymore. And that is the most beautiful thing that you can do. Because if you are working out or going to the gym or trying to lose those 10 or extra 15 pounds or getting your 10,000 steps in or making sure you get your 64 ounces of water or getting your 8 hours of sleep to prove somebody else wrong, you are letting them win. You are letting them live in your head rent free. It has to be for you. And when you share stuff, when you post about stuff, who cares what people say, what people think, whether people or not are congratulating you? It has to be for you. You cannot worry about other people's opinion of you. You have to let that die. When we can finally stop thinking, stop worrying, stop concerning ourselves with the opinions of others, the opinion of ourselves starts to become larger and larger. We start to care about what we think about ourselves, what we say about ourselves, what we actually do on our day-to-day much more. Because now it comes from your internal. The motivation is coming from inside of you. If all you're worried about is what people are saying about you, the things that people are thinking about you, what people are commenting or liking or not liking, your posting, your stories, whatever on social media, you are telling yourself that the validation is external, that it is only worthwhile doing if other people are watching. Silent pride and being on a selfless journey for yourself is the most powerful and beautiful thing you can do for yourself. You have to be that quiet professional. You are going to be in a place where you are alone at times. There's going to be times when you are on this journey by yourself. There's going to be times when you look around and there's no one to the left or to the right of you. And that is okay. That is okay. Eventually, you will get to that next level in life where there are other people that are on that journey with you and you can celebrate with them. You can talk to them about it, but it's also not about them either. You may pass them up. They may leave you behind. And that is also okay. I want you guys to recognize that if you are in a place where you feel unhappy, emotions manifest physically. So what can you do when you feel sad? Well, what do you normally do when you feel sad? You shrink your shoulders down, right? You go into this dark abyss. You don't move the body too much. You want to sleep more. What happens when you are happy? You jump up and down. You stand a little bit taller. You want that sunshine. Do you think that it's possible to be sad when you are jumping up and down in the gym, surrounded by people, listening to freaking Papa Roach or whatever the hell it is you listen to? I like to listen to Eminem. His new album should be out soon. I'm freaking pumped for it. But anyway, I digress. Do you think it's possible to feel sad? It's not. When you are in the dark abyss, you have to move towards the light. Do not go deeper into the darkness. Do not go deeper into the darkness. Find that light. Find that internal motivation. Find your why and start moving away from that darkness. Don't settle in. Don't become complacent. Don't get just accustomed to feeling the way that you're feeling. Tell yourself and recognize that you don't like this feeling, that you want to do something about it, and then do something about it. You can't just accept the fact that, well, this is life and I'm going to be miserable and you know what, this is just how it is. No, screw that. Do something. And again, it has to be for you. That motivation that you so much fucking want, it has to come from inside of you. And how do we get it? Well, everyone loves the word discipline, right? But where does discipline come from? I personally believe that discipline comes from devotion. Are you devoted to change? Do you hate where you are at so much that you're going to do something about it? You cannot accept the status quo. You have to be angry about it. You have to be angry enough to do something about it. You cannot just accept the status quo. Do not be an accomplice to your agony or misery. Do not. Do something about it and do it for you. Don't wait for someone to come and pick you up and tell you, let's fucking go. No, you have to be that inner voice. And maybe that inner voice is a little bit weak right now. Maybe that inner voice is a little bit soft right now, but eventually you can speak up. Eventually you can get loud. Eventually you can tell yourself that this is not right and I want to do something about it. And then you do something about it. But don't give in. Don't allow yourself to become weak and soft. Stand up. Speak up. Tell yourself that you want more. And then little by little, step by step, start crawling out of that dark abyss. Create your own motherfucking light. And do it for you. Not for anybody else. Not for the people in your past. Not for the people around you. Not for anyone else in your life, but for you. Because when you're doing it for you, you can achieve massive success because that means that the motivation, the discipline, the devotion, All of those beautiful fucking things are coming from you. And as people leave you behind, and as you leave people behind, and as people move away from you, and you move away from people, you're not going to lose anything. As a matter of fact, your energy levels are probably going to be replenished because some of those fucking people were sucking your energy levels. And I know that I'm being really in your face right now, but you know this is true. You know you need to hear this. It has to be for you. So today, as you listen to this, I'm going to ask you, did you get your workout in? Did you go for your afternoon walk? Did you eat the meals that you planned? Did you get some good sleep last night? Or did you make up an excuse of why you couldn't go to the gym? Decide to take the elevator instead of the stairs? Decide that you were going to get fast food at lunch instead of eating the meal that you planned? Stayed up late last night on your phone on TikTok till 3 a.m. Overslept this morning and rushed to get to work this morning. Which one was it? Because guess what? Either scenario was still your choice. Nobody is forcing you. Nobody is doing this to you. Nobody is making you do any of this. So start taking life by the balls. Start deciding that you are in control, and then start doing something about it. Start doing something about it. If you don't like the way that you look, all you have to do is make a decision to do something different. Make a decision that instead of watching Netflix for 2 hours, you're going to go for an hour-long walk and maybe meal prep a little bit. Maybe you join that gym that's literally down the street from you. Maybe you start rolling. Maybe you start training jiu-jitsu. Maybe you start realizing that you are the one that self-sabotages every night and you stay up till 2 a.m. for no reason. Maybe you start coming up with a morning routine. Maybe you start paying attention to where you are wasting time. Maybe you start realizing that because you don't use your calendar, you are wasting your week away. Every second counts. Every moment matters. You should know where all your time goes. Every single hour of my day is accounted for. Everything is in my calendar. And it goes as planned. Why? Well, for one, I have ADHD, so everything has to be accounted for. And you know what? That's okay. But number two, I make sure that I make every second count. I make sure that I make every moment matter. I make sure that everything that I have to get done gets done. Don't do what you want to do. Do what is required of you. And remember, it has to be for who? For you. That is it. This was a short one. I'm calling you out. I want you to stand up for yourself. I want you to quit being the reason why you keep failing. I want you to realize that freaking New Year resolution that you made over 7 months ago means nothing if you are not taking action on it. Every single day should be the Super Bowl for you. Every single day should be the freaking match of your life. Every single day, you should wake up with intensity. I wake up and I tell myself today is going to be the best day ever. And I mean it because that's how I live my life. And I want you guys to live your lives similarly. Trust me, it's not that bad. So start making the decision. Put your workouts, your training sessions, as I like to call them, on your calendar. Put your meal prep on your calendar. Put your daily walk on your calendar. Put your nighttime routine for falling asleep on your calendar. Put your morning routine on your calendar. Everything that you want to do, put it on your what? Your calendar. And then follow through with it. Because confidence is based on following through with what you said you were going to do. And you build confidence by having an undeniable stack of evidence behind you that says that you did what you said you were going to do. Remember this. Nobody is coming to save you. You are in charge of yourself. Thank you for your time.